So, got a good one for you today. I needed a side dot jig. So I did what everyone does. I went on the internet, did a search for side dot jig, and one of the first posts was a listing from Etsy. So I ordered it. This is a side dot jig from Noceti Custom Guitars. Dan sent me a package. Let's take a look and see what kind of goodies we got. So I just got my new side dot jig. Let's go ahead and open this up. Ooh, love it. You gotta hand it to these custom boutique guitar makers. Like, they have really cute packaging, really awesome attention to details. Look at this. Looks like I got the fretboard radius jig. Wow. This is crazy. I ordered the side dot jig and Dan was super, super cool and sent me a nice little package. Oh, this is so sweet. You just gotta hand it to small businesses, and supporting small businesses like Dan. He's got a lot of cool stuff for sale on Etsy, and I'll put his link in the description. All right. So we'll take a look first at the jig that I ordered, because I need this for this current project. This is the side dot jig. Let's open this up first. Nice. Yes. All right, so this is a thick cut of acrylic. This is very thick. I wasn't expecting it to be this thick. It's awesome. And it's laser engraved, clearly. And then my favorite part are the stainless steel inserts for the drill bit. So I've owned quite a few side dot jigs, and what happens is the drill end up just eating through the hole. So you need to have these steel inserts so that you get some longevity from your tools. It does come with a number 46 Irwin drill bit. This is a 2.06 millimeter bit. It's exactly what I need. Nice. So here's one of the pieces for the side dot jig. There's a thumb screw that goes into the slot. Let's open up the second piece. And here's the second piece. Let's go ahead and put this together. So I just constructed it. There's two pieces with two thumb screws, one for the headstock and then one at the end for the heel. And then you just use the thumb screws to adjust the height. And there's all these great markers that are already engraved onto the acrylic in white. So I can align my fret lines, and I can align the horizontal line to whatever I want, and just start drilling. So this is super cool and exactly what I needed. So all I need to do now is just clamp it. And I'm gonna do just a real simple clamp like this, maybe even two, like one here and one here. This is just a really cool jig because it has these really bold white lines, and I can easily see them, and I can easily align these white lines with the frets. And then I have this horizontal line here. The horizontal line is gonna allow me to actually place it wherever I want. So in this case, I can put it on the seam between the actual epoxy and the wood, or I can put it under the wood. I can do whatever I want. So it's really visible, easy to see, and a nice thick piece of acrylic. I'm super impressed with it. So the parts of the jig for the headstock and the heel are 3D printed in black. There's a brass insert for the thumb screw on each one, and it tapers off. So it starts off slim and it tapers off to widen to accommodate, your kind of 3x3 thick headstocks. I had designed this fretboard so that the front-facing inlays were also the side dots. However, for the lower half of the fretboard, I actually designed the inlays to be on the bottom of the fret instead of the top. And I just completely forgot that that's also the side dot. So I don't have side dots for those higher frets like I do for everything before the 12th. So we're going to use brass for the side dots. They're going to be basically a gold color, which is going to go perfect for this guitar. So all I'm going to do now is just clamp it like this, right there. And that will hold this in place, and I'll be able to drill my final 4 dots there at the end. Just go boop, 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 and we'll be done. All right, that was easy. So these are steel inserts and it's self-guided, so you don't have to worry about your drill doing this or that or getting all wonky. It's all self-guided and super quick. And I'm done. Took me about 30 seconds to set it up and a little bit under a minute to drill them. I'm done. Perfect. That was very fast. So there is a fretboard here that has half epoxy and half wood. So I have a line, and I was able to align the jig horizontal line with that line. So now I have holes perfectly in the center of that line where the epoxy meets the actual wood. This is what I love about jigs. Jigs should do all the thinking for you. I didn't have to think. All I needed to do was place this horizontal jig line and match it with the center line of that epoxy where it meets the wood. And then I just drilled. I didn't overthink it. I didn't even have to think. Setup took about 30 seconds. And then I just clamped it down with 2 clamps. And then they're self-guided inserts. So basically, you don't have to worry about your drill going all wonky. Oh, I got to center my drill. You don't worry. They're self-guided. You just stick your bit in there and just drill. Don't even think about it. That's what I want. I don't want to think. I want the jig to do the thinking for me. So here we have half the fretboard in epoxy and half in this wood. And there's the center line. So I decided to put the dots right on that line. And it was that easy. Just align the jig with that and you get these perfect dots. So now I'm just going to install these brass rods. And when they're polished, it should give me a nice gold color that will match the gold of the fretboard. So there you have it. Very simple, easy to use, quick to set up side dot jig. One of my other favorite features that I just learned is the modular design, because I can deconstruct this and I can tuck it away inside my drawers. So the profile is slim enough that I can slide it in there and it's just really easy to tuck away. When I needed to use it again, I just put it back together, clamp it, and then zip through those side dots. So I definitely recommend the side dot jig. I think it's a cool piece of gear. You need one for your shop. Might as well pick one up. Thanks for watching. Take it easy.